Welcome back to Let's Play Dwarf Fortress. It's late winter 353 and some enemies are attacking us. And at least they have killed one goat so far and they are attacking some of our animals. And I think that I have got all of my dwarves inside. The civilian dwarves are here behind this iron bridge and this iron bridge. And the soldiers are here just waiting for the enemies. And we hope that the enemies come and die in these weapon traps. So let's get this running and let's see what happens. Let's see. So far I have not seen the enemies, but they should be coming. At least they have killed some animals so far, so. Yeah, I wonder where the enemies are. They should be coming. What's happening in here? I can't see any of the attackers. Did they just like attack and kill a couple of animals and then go away? Can't really see them. They should be coming in and they should die in the traps, basically. Let's just wait for a moment more to see what happens. We have had like no more messages about animals dying, so it's possible that they just came and killed a couple of animals and then went away. That's possible. But let's still wait. It's still possible that they are somewhere around. If they just came and killed a couple of animals and then fled, it wasn't very dangerous attack. But yeah, I can't really see the attackers. Can't really see the attackers. Yeah, my guess is that they came, killed a couple of animals and then just went away. So I will open the fortress again and let our dwarves go wherever they want. As spring has come. And the game is saving. Oh. Let's pull whatever and pull sister a tool so that the iron bridges are lowered. And then I will just remove both barrels. So people can go wherever they want. And let's not forget that I want to assign our army to training. Yes. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, our miners are getting back and starting to mine some more. And at least we get some tetrahedrite from here. Yeah, it's going to be a long project to mine all of this. Yeah, it's kind of strange how the enemies came and just killed a couple of animals and then went away. It wasn't very big attack. They didn't even come to the fortress to die in the traps. But there will be much more dangerous attacks later. And I'm sure that our traps are going to see lots of use. I'm kind of proud on how nice our trap system is. It should be good enough even when the enemies are attacking in larger force. Yeah, I know that there's no system that, let's see, Erwin is coming that I'm not trading with them. Yeah, I know there's a system that when the enemies see that lots of them have died in one square, they will start to avoid that square. So if many enemies die in the first track, then the enemies can, for example, start mining the walls to get around that one square. But we just have to deal with it if that happens. Yeah, we are not really trading with the elves. We don't care about the elven goods. Don't really care about the elven goods. It's going to be big work to carry all of this stone away from this level. And I want this level to be clear of stone and other stuff before I flood it with water. Some migrants have arrived. Let's see what kind of migrants we get. Hunter, couple of food crafters, lye maker. Well, we are making a lye, so maybe not totally useless. Yeah. I guess we get some gems in here. Shell opals. So nice. We can take those rough gems and cut them into rough gems, which are valuable. Let's see what kind of pedicure we get this time. Queen of Silver wants temple and priest. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Let's see. Yeah, we need to do some mining to make it happen, but I think that we can do it. I think we can do it. Yeah. I guess we can get that to happen. Let's see. I need to few things. few things. Let's make 60 rock statues. 7 rock tables. 7 rock thrones. Let's see. We'll go first. Four cabinets. And 2 bookcases. This should be enough to furnish the temple once we have managed to carve it out of the stone. But I guess the miners are busy at the moment, so it will take some time. But I don't think that there's such short time limit on the petitions. So I guess that if we can get it done within 1 year or so, they are going to be happy. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we survived that last attack quite well. The weapons that have given birth to a girl. We have some 12 dice, which means that shortly at some point we can start gathering sand to bags. Because with the sand bags we can start making glass. I'm not sure what they're going to do with the glass, but, well, it can be useful. And I think that you can even have windows in your base, but because our base is underground, I don't think that the windows are going to be very useful. And another birth. And yet another. Yeah. We have quite big fortress already. And I think that the actual sieges are pretty close. There should be like some sieges happening pretty soon. But we'll have to see when it happens. I also think that when we breach the caves below, there's going to be some monsters coming from the caves. And I hope that the monsters will step on the traps and die there. But we have to see. We have to see. Some gems in here. Yeah, I know that the merchants are going to be leaving, but they are not really interested in any elven wares. They are not going to buy anything from the elves. So I don't really care. I don't care if they get unhappy that we are not trading. We don't really care. We don't care about the elves. So up there, we don't really care about the copper, but it's there. And I think, I think that our farm is doing quite well. So it's rather big farm because it's like she's 5 times 10. So that's quite big farm. But yeah. And we have more food than we need. We really have lots and lots of food. And I think that thanks to this, like water storage, our well is working even in the middle of winter. Because in the middle of winter, the river freezes and you can't get any more water to here. But thanks to the water storage, the well still works even in the winter. And that's useful. That's useful. Even more birds. Lots of babies in the fortress. I guess that's just a sign that the fortress is growing. I think that next autumn, when the dwarf traders come, we are going to have lots of stuff that we can trade with them. I think that we are going to trade some artifacts with them. And maybe something else, but at least some artifacts. Of course, we could just store the artifacts somewhere and maybe make some pedestals and put the artifacts on the pedestals in some rooms and something like that, but yeah. I don't really care about that. I guess we get some more gems in here. Black circles. It probably are valuable. And we have automatic task for cut gems. So as long as we have some raw gems, we will cut those. And that's going to generate value for us. We can buy stuff from the traders because we have valuable stuff to sell. Let's check if all of the all of the nobles are happy, and they actually are all happy. They are happy. Yeah. I guess we get some more gems in here, some rough braces. It's going to be a bit strange looking room with this large area that we can't mine because it's straight below our waterways. But it's going to be okay, I think. When we puncture the way to the caves, we'll get to know where the cave levels are. And maybe at that time, well, if the secret is that the cave levels are much lower, much below us, then we can mine also like the levels that are in between where we are now and then the caves below. That I have been a bit worried that we just accidentally puncture the way to the caves. But so far it has not happened. Let's check if there are any. If there are. Yeah, I think that there are no iron wraiths. So Metalsmith's Forge. Iron. Iron wraiths. And I think that 3 iron wraiths is okay. And then we need to make, let's see, rock floodgates. And I think we need 6 rock floodgates. Yes. Just one-time order for those. We probably need to add more tasks to this list later, so that they happen automatically. But we'll do that a bit later. Just a bit later. Yeah, I think that we are again mining area with hematite. So hematite is going to allow us to make iron items. I don't think that we have found flagstone yet, because with flagstone we would be able to make steel, and steel would be even better than iron. But yeah, we just have to keep on mining. We will find the flagstone at some point. Quite a lot of hematite in here. Let's see. Descent is taken by flame mode. Yep. What else? They have claimed Metalsmith's Forge. And I hope that they have whatever they want for their construction. They probably make some metal item. They have become mysterious construction. Okay? So I think they get lots of skill if they manage to make the artifact. So, like, average peasant may become, for example, weaponsmith if they make a weapon or whatever they are making. So, and I think that we have almost all of the workshops, and we have lots of different kind of materials in the fortress, so most of the strange moods won't be a problem for us. Some copper in here. Silver door. Well, we can put it somewhere, I think. I just have to remember that we have this nice silver door, so that we don't like just randomly put it somewhere. Somewhere where it doesn't matter. I kind of feel that we have lots of lead. What's the situation with the bars? We have iron, lots of iron, lots of silver. What's the situation with lead? We have 440 copper. I'm really interested in the lead. Let's see. We have 260 lead bars. Let's make a new task. Make lead beam. I think lead beams are good because lead is not that useful material, and lead beams are as good as heli beams. Let's make lead beams. Lead bars. If we have at least 5 lead bars, and if we have at least 5 refined gold, make 5 lead beams. Okay. Yeah. Because we are going to need beams anyway. So why not use metal that is most useless otherwise? Yeah, we're still continuing mining in here. Let's see. And yeah, it will take some time before they start mining here. Because they are so busy. They are so busy mining here. But I don't think that making the temple is like so time critical task. I think that it's okay that it takes some time. it's good that you have like this reminders that you have to be making the temple. But yeah. Mayor has been re-elected, which is good news because we don't have to assign new rooms basically to someone else. But I think this is enough for this episode. See you in the next one.